Oh, I didn't like that baby noise.
What can we even do here?
Not sorry about the video in the background. I hope you guys like it. With this Minecraft gameplay. I'm just gonna put that in the corner, and if you guys enjoyed this.
Oh, I have chills right now.
I'm heading there now. Do I even want to know what that means?
And now there's a red windmill of death, and now it's black.
Wait, what?
I don't even want to think about what comes next.
That's not supposed to happen. What's going on?
What do you mean? This is your game that you set us up with.
Wait, the game's not open anymore. Did it crash?
This is the last time I'm downloading a game from a spam website.
There is no way. Can we go one video without you setting us up for disaster, Joe? What is this?
We seriously have to evaluate that, Joe. We cannot allow our viewers to keep going through this.
I think I might faint.
You gonna eat that?
What?
Joe, why are we sitting in front of this oddly placed box TV with our hands in our pants?
That is only you, Donald.
Okay, why am I sitting in front of this oddly placed flat screen TV with my hands in my pants?
We have a new game to play, but added context is important for the immersion of the game. As such, we have a little film to watch first.
Why can't we just watch it on the laptop?
It's for a dramatic effect. Now shut up, it's playing.
What the?
Tattletale?
Are these those Furby things from the 90s? Ah!
I guess it's a commercial for a similar toy.
What is it doing? And are those eggs?
Yes, those are eggs that come with the toy.
That's an interestingly creepy laugh.
What is that? Mama not available?
Who buys 5 of these things?
Someone's at the Alabama family reunion. We will not be buying.
Well, I think my wallet's going to stay shut on this one. How about you, Don?
I might need to get an exorcism performed on me for what I just saw. That was like Rabbids' version of a Crash Bandicoot monster.
Was that trailer allowing us to look at what we're going to play today, Joe?
It's time to get into the holiday cheer, since Christmas is coming up. Besides, Don could use a little break from the cramped office space he's worked in for the past 2 weeks.
Will there be any animatronics named after directions?
No, but since there's Tattletale, you might want to stay clear of Mitt Romney.
Wait, who? Me or Donald?
Who said I was specifying?
December 20th, 1998. 5 days before Christmas.
Pop the cork now, Joe. What's the creepy and unnerving story behind Tattletale?
Why are you always trying to ruin the story?
Looking at our room, I think we're a kid. Task, open up your Christmas present early.
I guess that just about answers it.
Maybe opening our present early isn't the smartest move. Clearly their dad didn't wear any belts that he would take off and crack on their back.
That is such an odd thing to say. Also, where is our present? You think that they would put it under the Christmas tree, but I'm not seeing it.
Why would they put the present under the tree? We're apparently that kid from Home Alone who can't keep his hands to himself.
Hold shift to run. Careful, it makes noise.
We have to be concerned about our noise making with this game. And then we have just an inconspicuous light held right in the middle of the foyer. No reason to be concerned.
Watch the yellow icon on the top right to see when you are making noise.
Donald, that means you can't be screaming.
What did you say?
Exhibit A.
You know, this really isn't the best place to hide a freshly wrapped present, just completely behind broad daylight.
Well, here's the fabled Tattletale all tucked in the box.
Looks like we found our antagonist.
Well, aren't you loud?
And creepy. You're telling me that we have to actually feed this thing? This is like a child, but worse.
Yeah, look at that meter. Seems like he really wants to eat some food. He must take after someone else I know.
There's no way you just compared me to this thing.
There, now kindly shut up so I can throw you in the back alley and complain to my parents that the dog got into the presents.
Knowing your dad. Why does this thing automatically come with batteries? Isn't there an on or off switch?
I don't think Furbies came with on or off switches.
Well, now I'm brushing this thing. He loves making noise, doesn't he?
Tired.
So we can just throw this thing in the dumpster, right? He's tired, so we can just tuck him into the garbage bag.
Whoa, 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 what just happened?
Any FNAF flashbacks going on?
Tad bit, yeah.
The lights just went out and we're back in the Stone Age. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I didn't know with the lack of sight in front of me.
You would be the type to yell at a 90s toy who runs off of an Energizer battery.
Be tired.
I should stop expecting this thing to shut up then.
Tattletale go night-night.
An egg?
Chewed dog food? Is that another one of our early Christmas presents? Did Petco pity us for not getting a real animal?
I really don't care about that. My issue is, how did it get here?
We have to ask for a G.I. Joe next time. And where did this noise come from? Is the mist coming in?
Well, no matter how you slice it, I think we have a problem. The lights just turned off for no reason as soon as we even take a foot near Tattletale. I think it's time to just forget about this present.
I think Cole would have been a better option instead of the mini Joker.
And now we just get a random phone call?
Don't answer the phone? What sort of trailer park parents do we have here?
Listen, I see instructions and I act on them. I will not be answering my phone.
Great, another egg too. Missing sock, looks like Tattletale is a hybrid dog too. I mean, we gotta feed this thing scrap metal at this point.
December 21st, 1998, 4 days before Christmas. Looks like we're on to the next day like nothing ever happened.
Wait, investigate the clunking noise. First a Furby, and now Frikazoid? Why do we keep getting stuck with the weirdos in here?
Sounds like LeBron James and Michael Jordan are teaching dribbling lessons in the kitchen.
Actual question, how heavy of sleepers are the parents here? This sounds like it's a pretty noisy occurrence. And they're out here snoring like we're in the middle of a snoozing competition.
Sounds familiar.
Really? What happened to the washing machine? Of course it's this thing. How did you get into this mess?
Garbage disposal is a really tempting place to put this thing right now.
You're really just going to keep going? Are you two brain dead enough to read the room? You're only sentient to be annoying.
I think he wants to get charged, and I want to put him on the charging station to shut him up.
If this has a charging station, there should also be a battery pack that we can throw on the ground and stomp into oblivion.
There we go. Let's have some fun. Find a vase in the placement to play with.
Bringing back some old-fashioned fun from the old days. Am I right, Don?
It would be even more fun if we rented an entire steamroller and flattened this thing like some pizza dough. Let's make Mama really unavailable now.
Our parents must be really in the gutter. If they just allow us to enter the basement and start destroying things.
This seems like a nice household, too.
Let's play a game.
Typical modern family with a spoiled son.
Clearly, if he can go about rampaging with an overgrown robot rat.
Might need a different kind of exterminator.
Me love playtime.
Of course, it would break it. And now the lights went off.
Grab a flashlight? Can we throw this thing away?
Shake flashlight to charge? Why are we living in Outlast right now? We're too young for this.
Task. Oh no? What do you mean, oh no? What do we do?
We just gotta live. Wait, are those eyes?
Well, you shook that flashlight like you were posing for a Polaroid picture. What eyes were you even talking about?
I don't even know what just happened.
Don't question it.
Be tired.
We're throwing you back into the vault like you're an old unused Fortnite gun.
How's the new season, by the way? Any good?
No, it's terrible. They changed the movement and everything. It's catering entirely to mindless cretins that suckle off their mom's credit card and can't make their own money.
We have another egg here. A French fry, huh?
Only Burger King would do something as obnoxious as that. Tasteless thing to do to a poor and lonely French fry.
Having more empathy for a fried potato than your own family is certainly a hoot and a holler.
I'm sorry that I'm a transparent human being that has priorities in his life. I've drawn the line at what top collar is for me. And the love of everything tasty takes the cake figuratively and literally.
Couldn't even get a word in edgewise with Donald yapping like a poodle. Again, I'm not answering the phone. In fact, I'll just take a small nap and figure out what to do with this thing later.
Wait, in the game or real life?
Notice how Joe's ears perked up as soon as you said nap.
December 22nd, 1998, 3 days before Christmas.
Seems like the time is counting down until Christmas, whenever the grand reveal is.
Just what we needed. Mini Sasquatch getting too loud and spooky at the function.
Investigate the grinding noise. Well, it seems like our father is into pole dancers or he left a nickel in the washing machine.
I wouldn't doubt both. Our parents seem to be the type to consume any commercial media and cave into the will of their own children. No spine to say no to a toy and just let a kid play outside.
Well, while you were talking about Shirley nothing, I think there was a pileup on the highway that happened down here.
I still don't understand why we, as a little kid who picks his nose and eats the boogers, has to be investigating war crimes in the basement while his dad's watching Family Guy.
Well, don't look now, but I think we found another egg. Trail of them, actually. How interesting.
Doll hair? Doll hair, of all things? And a dead beetle? Are you serious?
That's not even the last one, Donald.
And a broken crayon. Well, let's see what's going on in this mess. Wait, another egg.
Wait, Barack, did you not see that?
See what? The other egg? I'll get it in a second.
Obama, did you not see actual Sasquatch just sitting there?
Well, I see it now. Aren't you just the fattest Furby in all the Fairland?
I can't tell which one is the mini fridge. They both look like they can hold a 12-pack of Mountain Dew.
I guess we'll just be starting this tape then. Why is she spinning? Is she a VCR player?
Yeah, this is like something fresh out of Silent Hill. Walter White must love selling to this household.
Apparently we have to find Tattletale upstairs. I just hope that Mama doesn't take it too personal here.
Mama looks like a rusty Toyota Corolla, so I think she might be worrying about the wrong things here, prioritizing the wrong tail. Let me just tell you that.
And put them right back to bed.
Why am I still hearing it like I'm standing right next to her? Is she following me or something?
She can follow us into our parents' room and jump them like a Harlem Globetrotter for letting these freaky Furbies into our house. Like, why is he out of the box? Who is allowing this?
He seems happy to see us.
Me love you.
Very happy to see us. Maybe a little too much so.
Wait, did he just say take me to Mama?
That's what it says to do on the task right there. Bring Tattletale to Mama. Hopefully this isn't the cause of a house fire.
Big on.
I could drench you in super glue and stick you on a car bumper. Do not tempt me to reenact Toy Story 3. That's a good question, Tattletale. I'm about to call CPS to find the answer to that.
Looks like the only thing we have to do is put Tattletale away. And to be honest, I'm not really against that.
Yeah, it's almost like you know the end, Joe. Gee Willikers, another Joe Slapperoonie straight from the White House. Next thing we know, Jolly Ranchers is going to be the new currency.
Can't wait for Candy Cadet to pass that bill.
Mama makes a groaning noise when she's nearby?
I knew our parents despised us. Is that her on the corner?
So what do we even do? How do we avoid a rabbit induced with baby fever?
Do I just sit here? I really don't want to move. Oh, she's right there.
She only attacks when we make noise, Obama. Just stay on the low so she can't find us.
But I have to keep my flashlight on, right? Otherwise, she'll just attack in the dark.
Well, what are you doing? Shake that flashlight like it's your moneymaker.
I want to, Don, but I also don't want to get used as a wet wipe by Mama Tattletale. Wait, is this the mess that I'm supposed to clean up?
And now we just go to bed? I guess we're living in the Wicked Witch's household or something.
Tell me about it. And another phone call, too. Just not going to answer that tech support scammer trying to fix our printer or something.
And Joe says he's creating more jobs in America.
Looks like we're really dwindling down. Now it's only 2 days until Christmas.
Yeah, that's how timers work, Obama. We're not even outside the bedroom. And I already hear Tattletale talking to himself like we're in a psych ward. We really need to stay away from haunted dolls.
You see the instructions, right? It's telling us to go outside. Seems like there's some funny business going on.
Well, I'm not laughing. I mean, we're presidents play horror games. Who is laughing?
At us or with us?
Well, what do we have here?
Did he invite his friend over, or is this a gang war? Matter of fact, how did that thing even get here in the first place? Are we not going to ask the right questions here?
Hide and seek? Touch the friend to start the game?
Tattletale seems to be a big fan of games. I wonder how that's going to pan out for us.
Oh, peeking.
No peeking for what? And the lights went out. That's cool. Wait, survive for 30 seconds? What are we surviving from?
It's Mama again, isn't it? Why are you the one panicking? It's your mom. Do your homework next time.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. What should I be on the lookout from?
He's belly aching for a reason. Maybe that's why he needs a spanking.
What do I do? Joe, what do I do?
Remember the instructions from earlier. You have to be quiet, otherwise Mama will hear you. Barack, you just picked up an egg.
Don't harass me, Joe. I'm just trying to look away at this point.
Whatever works, I guess.
I hate your stupid little laugh. You're the audio representation of a gobstopper, a very big gobstopper.
Tattletale's friend is hiding upstairs. Find him.
These little creatures are built like a pack of cigars, and you're telling me they can roll around the tri-state area like they're on a moped? What sort of Usain Bolt speed do they have?
I honestly have no clue. But looking at this thing's necessities, I'm going to get him topped off before we do anything. We don't want him yammering about being thirsty at the very moment things get critical.
Honestly, good luck with that. I think you can see from experience that no matter what you do, Tattletale will make noise regardless. Obviously, you should still tend to his needs in case anything were to happen. I'm glad you're thinking ahead already, Barack.
Well, I just found the yellow Tattletale. Do we just start the hide and seek again?
That's what it looks like to me, yes.
Great, now we have to deal with an entire minute of this. What a great way to start my day, getting hunted down by a rabid rabbit with detachment issues. This is what happens with divorced households.
Please stop talking like you are contributing anything right now. I know that's kind of going against the grain, but Mama's teeth look pretty sharp.
We're lucky we haven't ran into this situation in real life yet. We'd try to keep quiet, and Donald would start discussing the failures of the Obamacare system.
You're really criticizing me at a time like this? We're trying to avoid Mama, Joe, not get on the debate floor. Shut up.
Do I just do the same thing? I don't really know what else to do, Joe. You got to give me some communication here.
Yes, Barack, just remember the previous instructions.
I think it's hard for Obama considering he's being stared at like vermin. It's like coyotes hunting down roadrunners.
I'm glad you agree, Donald. How much more longer do we have of this?
Well, I guess that answers your question, doesn't it?
The only problem is that we have those Kodak batteries. All of his power went to the absolute pit in a minute flat. You're telling me our parents bought a whole robotic family but couldn't buy AA Duracell?
You know, I'm still kind of shocked that our family isn't awakened by all this noise. We're a toddler that still hasn't developed object permanence, and yet we were able to wake up from deep sleep unlike Mom and Dad.
These must not be the only rabbits in the house because something else must have been banging besides a washer.
Well, at least you have Tattletale all topped off. The important thing now is to work with diligence, because now you've seen how fast his meter will die down.
It's giving me some FNAF 1 power flashbacks, and I think we can all agree that we don't want that, despite what the world's best security guard has to say.
The only thing I have to say is that I think you gave Tattletale too much battery power with the way he's looking at us.
If that's true, someone call our mama.
Why are you in my house? I am still pooping in my diapers, probably. Please leave me alone.
We have to survive a minute and a half now? Are you serious? Does this thing ever give us a break?
I don't know what you did to piss it off, Don, but I can guarantee you that it does not like us at all.
Hi, Mama.
Wait, what?
In the bedroom.
This thing ratted on us. Are you kidding me? I didn't ask for you Furbies to come crawling into my window like Herbert the pervert. Leave me alone.
Well, she knows where we are now due to some literal rat tattling on us. Wait, that's why the name of the game is Tattletale. Well played, Game Devs. Oh!
I don't think Mama appreciated us insulting her kid.
I don't think Mama appreciated us touching her kids in the first place.
Us?
There she is right there. How do I even avoid her? I am not trying to die again.
You're doing a fairly good job now. You already know that you have to be on top of things when it comes to tending to Tattletale. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't panic. I know the music doesn't help, but you gotta stay calm.
Or lifeless. Do a Joe impression. He's nailing it right now.
Finally, it's over, and I really absolutely hope that we do not have to do any more hide and seek. That was grueling.
Do we even get recognition for what we've done? I mean, think about it. Tattletale is supposed to be our friend, and we're giving this little potato sack a roof over his head, food in his stomach, and we're even brushing this thing. We are not his parents. Why is Mama upset we're doing her job?
Might be reading a bit too into it. All I know is that this is close to what a Furby acts like in real life. It's like a miniature baby that we're supposed to take care of. Helps children with parenting skills.
I needed kicking practice anyways.
So we just got this tape from Spring Baby, and now we put it into here, right?
That's what the instructions tell us to do. Load up the tape and see what's on here.
Wait, these are cameras? What?
What am I exactly doing on here? Logo, blink side. It seems like all the camera angles are labeled. But how are we even controlling this?
I'm just waiting for Tattletale to jump out at the screen like Foxy does in FNAF 2.
This is Editing Joe here. I'm sorry, guys, I had to do it. Donald threatened me with toenail clip-ins.
Okay, don't lie here. You wanted to do it too.
Okay, there's a chance it was my idea.
Send them back to the video now, Joe.
Will someone play the Christmas carols because the holidays are finally upon us? I'm really interested in what's going to happen.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
What are you doing up here?
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Are we just the dumbest kid alive that doesn't suspect a thing going on in this household?
Mama, come help us.
A party for Mama? I don't like the sound of that. If there's any dinner there, I think we're the main course.
This is not normal, little Timmy. Stop watching iShowSpeed funny moments and develop some brain cells.
I don't think he's aware of who streamers are. Not only is it the late 90s, but that kid doesn't even have a colored television in his room.
I think you're just going colorblind, Joe.
I mean, besides that.
Oh, well, yeah, I know what you mean.
There's another one. Where do these little spawns of gremlins keep coming from? I thought mobs had a max in this world.
You gotta be kidding me. Mama must have worked on the corner in her younger years because apparently she's living in Section 8 housing with kids flooding out the woodwork for child support. They just keep lining up.
Listen, I'm not one to question someone's decisions, but even this is getting a bit ridiculous.
I don't care if you're on the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. We're all here for the birthday party.
Well, I guess it's time to unvault another tattletale. Let's hope this one doesn't come with the attitude of a 3-year-old.
Why is the music getting so daunting? Is Mom on the prowl again, ready to attack?
Mama hates you.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because I hate her just as much, little guy.
This thing has to be like getting an apple for trick-or-treating. I just don't believe any kids ever would want this toy.
This is probably something your dad would give you, Don.
The saddest part about that is you're probably right.
Please tell me this is the last one. I'm really sick of hurting these things like cattle.
Mama's coming.
And then avoiding the roid-raging bull afterwards. You didn't care about your kids enough when you packaged them up like chocolates. Why do you care now?
I don't know or care. I'm kind of over this game, if I'm being honest. There's no element of fun when I'm jumping in shark-infested waters 24/7.
It's like babysitting, but worse, because you can't leave these things unattended.
Wait a minute.
Decorations.
And now you want decorations? I agree with Don. Can't you do it yourself?
You finally see what I'm talking about? They're off their rocker if they expect us to do all of this.
Something tells me that you guys want the game to be over.
You think?
Don doesn't have that much of a right to complain as I do, but yes, I do agree.
Tattletale, that's me.
Well, I expect you guys to be surprised by the ending.
Just burn the place down. I'm not running a seance or cold or whatever this thing is. Tell Mama to come collect her food stamps and her 18 kids before I call animal control.
From the looks of it, I don't know if she'll be collecting her 18 kids anytime soon with this. It looks like they really want to get rid of her.
I really wonder what makes a kid, let alone a group of kids, show nothing but disdain and hatred towards a mother like that.
No more Mama. I'm in full support of this.
Well, I guess I'm starting the tape. Wait, what happened?
They're still in a circle. What's going on? Oh, never mind. I know what's happening. They're sending her back to the Shadow Realm.
So what do we do now? Do we just wait it out? This game has upset me more than it should. I just want to be done.
Is that it, Obama? Is everything set? Are we going to be finally done?
I don't know, but we might be taking off into hyperspace. What is happening?
The tape is rising, Obama. The tape is rising.
And they keep chanting. This is really a ritual that we're being forced to take part of.
Banish Mama and destroy the tape? Let's do it now, Obama. Send this Mama back to the Nether Realm.
They're all just singing in unison. Not a care in the world. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice, Donald.
Wait, what now? What do we do now?
And everything is over just like that.
Task, go to bed. I do not think I have the words or thought to properly give out the reaction I want to. But do know that it is there.
I feel the same way, the very same way. It's like being constipated and finally letting it all air out of that chocolate starfish. What a way to end a game. I haven't felt this way since Night Watch.
That could outright be my own wife, and I would not answer the phone. I simply do not care. I saw a Barney VHS tape float and disintegrate into nothing. I'm kind of done with life for the time being.
So is that the end of the game? What happens next?
Nope, you forgot about Christmas. It is a game about Christmas after all.
You gotta be kidding me.
If we get jumped by this thing that we supposedly banished, we might have a problem.
If it isn't our present. Just what we wanted to see.
Why is there music building up? Why is there music building up?
Don't tell me it's what we think it is.
Oh, wait, what?
Editing Joe here again. Barack got so scared that he ended the recording. Pretend I said something funny in the comments. Thank you.
The thirstiest time of the year. Joe, is this the fucking LeBron James horror game?
What? It's a Christmas game. I might as well play it.
Okay, but how will this affect LeBron's legacy?
All I know is that LeBron has the most feminine temper tantrums that the south side of Los Angeles has ever seen. One more facepalm emoji from him, and I'm getting Adam Silver to teach him Chinese.
You're really loading up the schedule with Christmas games, aren't you?
I know you guys always question the game when we start it, but trust me, this one will actually be pretty darn fun.
Watching LeBron chase you with a Sprite cranberry has to be a Lakers fan personal Pearl Harbor.
Being alone on the Christmas night isn't that bad when you think about it, given that you have the whole house in your possession.
Christmas with the Cranks is on time this year.
Oh, you probably should check the door. Don't rush opening, though. We don't know who's on the other side, right?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Let's avoid 15 million strikes and just turn this off.
That is not LeBron James right there. They just pulled a random factory worker from FedEx.
To be fair, this game isn't meant to be taken very seriously. I hope you didn't come into the game expecting that. I mean, LeBron could be mistaken for Obama here.
Okay, that's a bit of a suspicious comment. He has a full-grown beard and is balding at half my age. His head also resembles a Moai statue.
You just described yourself.
Mind telling me what you're doing at my house?
Want a Sprite cranberry?
No, I do not want a
Want a
Sprite.
Sprite cranberry?
Okay, don't shout.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
I don't want a Sprite cranberry, LeBron.
He's trying to guard us. He just broke down the door. Donald, this is why you shouldn't make fun of NBA players. They practically wrestle with oxen in their free time.
It's not my fault. Okay, apparently he fears Fanta and there's some in the kitchen that we should get.
If we could possibly sneak past him, then maybe we can possibly ambush him and get him out of there.
He just broke down another door, Joe. Open your bloody ears.
I think we all heard. There he is right there, trying to fight like he's in Mortal Kombat.
He just keeps causing property damage. Maybe I can sneak.
Sprite cranberry?
Ah!
We lost to cranberries. Also, this is certainly an interesting losing screen.
Some of the screaming I understand, but that was a JPEG Unity asset. How did you scream that bad, Donald?
All right, Joe, let him blow your back out and you'll see how he went 3-1 in finals.
Oh, there's the Fanta. I guess it was on the kitchen counter. So do we just throw it at him, Joe?
Yep, that's the goal. It's like throwing honey buns at homeless people.
All right, I'm ready. Wait, why is he just walking away?
Something tells me he didn't want the Obama-Hameha.
Yeah, I think he's just walking away now.
That's right, LeBron. I don't like Steph Curry, but I will get him out here.
Oh, wait, he turned back. Is this what losing several NBA championships does to a person?
He's just roaming around the house now. Obama, what are you doing?
We got to find a way to get out of here, Donald. What else do you want me to do?
If he's patrolling around the perimeter, we shouldn't try to antagonize him. Do you know how many triple-doubles he's gotten? I don't want to be another.
Why is the jumping noise so loud?
And why do we jump like we're wearing concrete blocks? No wonder LeBron is after us. We can't even do a fadeaway shot.
Or he wants us to have a Sprite cranberry.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
As if on cue, Joe. Let's get out of here.
Obama, do you hear that?
He's right there. How do I throw? How do I throw?
Oh, he just got folded. Get back to the court, LeBron.
And stay down. Guys, he did not stay down.
How many Fanta do we have? He's right behind us.
LeBron.
I don't want your cranberries, LeBron. Keep them in L.A.
They're giving us the NBA commercials as well. What an experience right now.
And is this Travis Scott playing right now? He's going to copyright us too.
Just wait. Now that we've lost to cranberries, we're all going to be affected by the cranberry ghost.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
This time I might try to hit him with a juke move. While he breaks down doors, I want him to get lost in the house.
Quick, grab all the Fanta. How do you even break down the doors?
I see what you're doing. You're trying to get him lost in the house. That could work, but he runs pretty fast, you know.
Is this LeBron James or Adrian Peterson chasing us?
You know, now that you say something, we are pretty child size.
Don't look now, but I think you activated his trap card.
Oh no. He's like a shark in blood-infested waters. I don't want a Sprite cranberry, LeBron.
Well, get ready to throw it at him because he's coming in hot.
Sit down, LeBron. What the?
What?
What is this?
He was sliding towards you, Obama. A whole slithering snake.
What is going on with your guys' voices?
Want a Sprite cranberry?
The answer is no, LeBron. If I wasn't getting it from the Walmart employee making 12 cents in a shoestring, I'm not taking it from you.
So what are we even going to do now? Do we still go down the road or what? Something tells me that we got to get out of here.
What is he even doing? LeBron, you are not better than Michael Jordan. Stop trying to harass me and harass your three-point percentage.
Imagine that LeBron watches this video and just sees himself getting berated for absolutely no reason.
Don't tell me it's for no reason. We're getting assaulted by 2-liter bottles. He clearly has no care for the environment if he's throwing away plastic like that.
Don't look now, Donald, but he's right on our 6.
He shoots. He scores.
Keep running, Donald. Those lights at the end of the street is what you have to get to.
Remember to watch out behind you, Donald. He's right there. Throw a Fanta.
And that one was for Oklahoma City. Now time to make my run to the gas station.
We have one more Fanta left, Don. Pop it if you need it.
I'm just going for the whole thing now. Well, guess you saved, huh? We did it, and that's all we get?
What did I tell you? I said not to expect much. This whole thing was made off of $12, 5 Red Bulls, and some pocket lint.
So the average household income of Americans.
I wonder who's currently running the country right now, and is at fault for that?
I'll talk to Candy Cadet about that.
What do we have here?
Looks like you're going blind now.
We have a little bit of a twist for today. That's not my neighbor. I've seen it trending online recently, and I want to give it a shot.
Are we a paranoid house owner or something?
I would be too if I lived next to a volcano for all my life.
A dormant volcano, mind you.
From what I've seen, you're a guard for an apartment.
Give me the laptop. I need it now.
As soon as you said guard, Donald had his finger on the trigger for a response.
I expected such.
Why is he talking like an adult talks in Charlie Brown?
Doppelganger Detection Department.
What was that?
Joe, you said we were a security guard, not a doorman.
It's the same thing. See, we have to figure out who's a doppelganger.
What does that even mean? A doppelganger?
In this universe, it seems like we have entities that mimic our appearances.
Can we get some examples, or are you going to throw me in to flop around? Of course you're throwing me in to flop around.
Doesn't seem too complex. I'm sure the appearance will be really disformed.
We even have a checklist for us to follow along to. Which is good, because these things are lethal.
Not tough enough for the world's best security guard, and what is this office?
And there goes the arrogance.
Just looks like a standard informational booth. Looks like we have a phone, some files, and a lock switch.
Do I have the option to punch them if I suspect that they're a doppelganger?
Odds that this ends up being prison glass just went up after that comment.
I didn't think those were the files. But I guess that doesn't make me wrong either.
Pretty sure this violates several privacy laws.
This seems very systematic, like it's very difficult for us to fail.
I assure you that we will find a way.
What documents do they need to get into an apartment? They have better security than our own border.
Something like that.
Seems simple enough, although I'm not sure if we can keep it locked or not.
If I manually have to hold this thing down, I'm just keeping my shoe on it.
3312. Remember that number in case we have a doppelganger issue.
I think the phone number is on a sticky note, but I'll write it down just in case.
Any apartment in the building? Can't wait to get yelled at by single mother Becky after her 14-hour shift.
You read that, Donald? Our job is really important, so treat it as such.
The arrogance to forget who you're talking to.
They even have Doorman of the Month, Donald.
2 hours in that box and that award is mine.
Wow, quite literally, too. We just have to live long enough.
Working conditions might be in the mud if Henry is the best they have.
We have to be better, it seems.
That doesn't look like it'll take much. Henry looks like he shops at Abercrombie. Not a drop of testosterone in that frail body of his.
What did Henry even do to catch a stray?
Well, here's our office. Seems small and quiet.
It's the guys from Monsters, Inc.
Doesn't sound too far off.
Watch Donald somehow quarantine a completely innocent resident.
Why does everyone on here look like history teachers? Are we doormen for Yale graduates?
Oh, that's what's going to make it tricky then.
Nothing is ever too easy.
Is this what the Minecraft enchantment table sounds like?
I guess the entry request and ID card is what goes through the hole.
Okay, I have a handle on this now.
You guys were teenagers during this date. That is insane.
So is that it? Do we get this thing started?
Remember, use the files to line up their appearances.
First day, what could go wrong?
How long are we going to sit here and wait? Oh, hello, why do you have different colored eyes?
That's not as rare as you think.
Name, Natcha Michaelis. Apartment F0204. I'm a resident of the building. I come from my job as a chef.
I see the DDD logo that the guard was referring to. So now that we have this, we look at the file and compare the information, right?
I think that's how it works.
Second floor, fourth apartment. Yep, there she is. Works as a chef, too.
Goes into detail about what her left and right eye looks like. Just remember to make the proper comparisons here.
You see that apartment phone number, Don? Looks like we can reach out to them if we have any suspicions.
Yeah, I see that. Appearance, right eye blue, left eye green, curly hair. She has freckles and a round face.
I think that lines up. I'm going through my head with what you just said, and I don't think there's anything weird here.
Right eye blue, left eye green, curly hair. Okay, now let's look at this accordingly. Wait a minute. Where's your ID at? Yeah, let's question her.
Looks like she just popped it through. Guess we know what to look for now from tenants.
Name, expiration date looks good, and the logo and the ID, that is a long ID.
I recommend taking a gander at what the ID says on the file.
Looks like he already beat you to it.
They have the ID number the size of a pillow tag. All right, let's see here. And that looks good too.
So is there anything else that we've missed, or can we let her go through?
Hold on, is she on today's list? And she is on the list, but I just feel like we're missing something though.
Well, as a last resort, we can call her apartment and see what's going on there. You never know if it would reveal any answers.
What do we do if nobody answers?
Back to square one, I guess. Wait, what was the name of the lady at the window?
Did you not hear the question? Who's the lady at the window? Don't you talk back to me, you mutant toddler station.
So everything looks good to go then, right?
Process of elimination. Entry request? Oh yeah, we did that. We're good, lady.
Now to pass them through, you have to hit the green button because that's what needs to be activated.
Weren't you going into this blind?
As blind as I can be, I still looked at the game a bit.
All right, you've passed inspection. And tell your daughter upstairs that she needs to learn some manners.
First tenant and first felon charge.
Whoa. Lady, trust me, I am so glad that there's a divider between us right now.
Dare I ask what that's supposed to mean?
103, okay, that looks good. Also, she's never heard of Colgate.
Donald, what do you actually get out of making fun of cartoon drawings?
Satisfaction, I suppose. That is a huge mouth, however. I think you could pry it open and use it as a fruit bowl.
And she works as a seamstress. See, Joe gets it. I mean, just look at her. This just screams doppelganger. Either that or she made her dentures out of plywood.
I still do not understand how grilling her appearance like cheese and bread will help us in any way whatsoever.
Because I said so.
Classic Donald.
All right, cat lady, go attend to your felines or something.
She may own a couple of hundred, but I don't see any cat hair.
Yes, unfortunately. And make sure there isn't a purple one with red smoke coming out of its mouth.
Well, that's 2 down. Seems simple enough. Let's hope we still have smooth sailing.
Oh, no. Look, this isn't the corner store. Get your black and mild somewhere else.
Excuse me?
Sir, I'm a security guard. Wow, you actually want me to answer this.
Do you know what this is, Joe?
Not the slightest clue.
Hold on, I may have the best answer, the very best. Let me cook.
Donald?
I said, let me cook. Well, isn't this a problem? I just saw P-Teeth not 5 minutes ago.
Same dress, same smile, same hair. Looks like the same everything.
Was Margaret Bubbles the first person's name, too?
I'm a resident of the building. I went out for my job as a seamstress. Yeah, so did another you that also swallowed coconuts whole.
Well, now the big question is, what are we going to do about this?
I don't think we can go back on our decision once we let someone in. Might just have to roll with the punches on this one.
Look, she looks exactly the same. Same crooked smile and same crooked teeth. What other indications can we look at that would give away that she's a doppelganger?
She was originally on the list. I think her ID matches the one on the file. It's a shot in the dark, but should we try calling her home? If we let a doppelganger inside anyways, she would probably eat whoever was at her house.
You know what, Obama? I'm going for it. Not like we have much else in this knapsack.
And here's Margaret.
The right one?
Thanks. Now use some Crest because I can smell your breath through the landline.
Well then,
Well, I just called your apartment and somehow you answered. So you can talk to the DDD in 123.
the number is pinned right there if you can't remember it.
Hurry up, Don. I don't know if these things can escape or not, but these sirens have got to be making people panic.
It's ringing right now. All I can do is wait. Yeah, we have a doppelganger issue here, and the last thing we need is 2 cat ladies.
Looks like we have agents being sent to the building as we speak.
So what are we supposed to do in the meantime?
Sit here and try not to flex my Second Amendment rights against this metal curtain.
The wall looks pretty thick anyways.
So that means we did good, right?
Either that or we just extinguished an innocent apartment resident, but sometimes you just have to be extra careful around these parts.
That's not a good thing. And why does everyone in this game have a head that's bigger than their body?
Her lips take up half of her head, and she's not on the list. ID card. This name looks like a coffee ingredient.
That says Capuchin, which could be linked to cappuccino.
I'm a resident of the building. I went out to visit my parents. Does it say family trait? That is certainly a name. Raftelian?
You have to remember that this is in the mid-50s. A lot of names here are most likely going to be some that you haven't heard in a while, like Ethel or Ernest.
We have the Monopoly couple over here. We also have the apartment phone number here too, so I'll keep this in my back pocket. I'll just check her entry request and ID for now.
Long face, big nose, straight hair, wears a headband. I think that all lines up. It's a pretty distinct appearance after all.
You forgot the double chin. Donald must be screaming internally that someone's trying to clone him.
Okay, yeah, that's the ID. And that looks good. I can't tell if this person is real or fake. I'm just calling the landline.
Yeah, I don't think I can spot anything out either, so this might be our best shot to tell what happens here.
And the boat is docked. So the raft that is at our window right now is a total fake.
Her husband is out, however, so that may be important for later on.
Well, Thingamathong, you got some explaining to do on how you can be in 2 places at once.
Dock her on the ID because that's not technically her.
Yes, your ID. You're a replica. You're also not a very intelligent replica either. Do I call the DDD right away or... Yeah, I'm sick of looking at her face.
Thanks, Hazmat Man. We apparently do not like cat ladies getting in a 5-foot radius of us.
Well, that wasn't the only motivation, but that certainly does play a factor in it.
Oh,
What wonderful teeth you have. I didn't know beavers were living here.
That beaver also isn't on the list. Wait, I just noticed that all of her hair is covering her eyes. How can she even see where she's going?
I'm a resident of the building. My apartment is the 01 on the first floor. That's a weird way to say first apartment.
Donald, you see what I see?
I'm scribbling my mouse over it right now. No teeth. That calls for a call.
I'm surprised they don't get annoyed at us.
And we just got the confirmation that we needed. Beaver Teeth isn't a beaver at all. She's only a copycat of femboy Timmy Turner.
Why do you keep calling everybody a femboy?
Because that's what's necessary to survive in this post-apocalyptic world. Insults and calling the DDD.
We've gotten a lot of them in a row. You think that these things would catch on by now, but it seems that they're not very thorough with how they copy their information.
Copy all they want. I already have agents dispatched to the location as we speak. As the kids like to say, it's Joe over.
I still don't understand how that meme came to be in the first place. All I've done was be a president, and I have people trying to make memes of me.
Thanks, boys. You might as well keep someone on standby because we've gotten 3 doppelgangers in a row, and I don't think it'll be stopping anytime soon.
He's already gone, Donald.
I forgot that a milkman used to be a career you could have. Now I can have someone pick up synthesized milk from McDonald's for me.
Francis Moss's. His apartment is F0302. I will say, all of these residents have the exact same dialect when it comes to writing on notes.
Yeah, that's the apartment he lives in. If I call his apartment and no one answers, that should be a dead giveaway that this guy's a real person, yeah?
I would still check the ID card and everything, but that would be pretty convincing.
Then call we shall. I must uncover the truth about our man of milk.
Is it me or does he look like Pete Buttigieg?
Well, he's not home. Wait, he does look like Pete Buttigieg.
He's on the list, too. The only thing that's really wrong with him is his career choice. This won't be lasting for another 15 years.
It's not like we're living in a luxury apartment anyways. All these dust bunnies are a big concern on the health and sanitation of this place.
His ID is all good, too. Talk about a stellar record.
We didn't miss anything, right? I kind of got distracted with Barack's comparison.
What?
No need to fear. The world's best security guard is here. The job is all clear. You're all good to go, Milkman. Just do yourself a favor and look into some eye repair cream.
What's happening? Oh, we're already done.
I think Donald actually did really good.
We captured 5 doppels, killed 0 neighbors.
That's got to be a record in its own.
Is that it? Oh, what rank did we get? I got an S rank. I did it once again. The world's best security guard.
And there it is.
Victory screech.
Uh-oh.
Not this again.
Shut up and do it for the special.
What's special?
The 50,000 subscriber special.
We told you this not 5 minutes before we started recording.
Listen, it's been a roller coaster of a week. Cut me some slack here.
Well, with that being said, thank you all so much for 50,000 subscribers.
We never would have imagined to hit this milestone, so we truly thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Am I supposed to say something here?
You cannot be serious right now.
No, but seriously, this could not be possible without each and every one of you. So even though we're just presidents on a screen, we truly do care about making the very best content for you all and cannot thank you enough for the support.
I'm surprised you actually came up with something heartfelt.
So what am I doing?
Go to Custom Night and set the numbers out to say 1987.
Why am I doing that?
It'll give you unlimited power when attempting the 420 mode.
Wait, what?
And this is where the best security guard will thrive in his prime.
How did you fall out of the chair?
What was that all about, Joe?
Donald, did you really expect blatant cheats like that?
That looked like Golden Freddy.
It was. That was a guaranteed way to get him, and Donald just got knocked into the 9th dimension.
Now you've done it. You're getting the balloon boy treatment after this one.
So is the world's best security guard still able to hang with the hardest mode?
That's a dumb question. Even if I get the wind knocked out of me, I'll huff and puff and blow this night away.
Keep dreaming.
So what makes this a 50K special, Joe?
Well, not only can you watch Don crash and burn like the Hindenburg,
You probably saw that in person.
but we'll be answering a few questions that have been circulating from our comments.
That's pretty good. But what questions?
Well, the first one that we can start with is if any more presidents will be joining us throughout our videos.
That's a good one to start off with. While we appreciate the thought of adding a 4th person, we're just going to be sticking to us 3 for now.
What Barack said. Not only would it make things more hectic, but it would force us to include another individual into our chemistry.
What the hell just happened?
I think it's a fairly obvious assumption.
I know that, but Freddie just flew to me.
It's the hardest game mode for a reason.
If things change in the future and we do think we have the mental capacity to bring someone on, then we could possibly reconsider.
I don't see it happening during the FNAF series. There's already too many moving parts that if we were to throw someone into the ring, they would be completely lost and it would just be a mess.
Also, the next candidate up would probably be Bush or one of our wives. And I don't really know who would be worse.
Bush.
Definitely Bush.
The next question we have on the chopping block is if we'll be covering the entire FNAF franchise.
I could only assume so, yes?
Well, in all honesty, it might be a toss-up.
Why do you say that?
And the entire FNAF franchise has quite the number of games. While that isn't an overall problem, some games aren't even horror at all.
Oh, I see.
If we possibly do them, then most likely it wouldn't be a full series, but it may be an episode or two, just to keep things organized.
Why not all the games, Joe? Afraid the world's best security guard will thrive again?
I like how he answered the question, and you just completely ignored that and drew your own conclusion.
You can take the next question, Barack.
Well, I don't know if this is a question or not, but I do see a lot of requests to play FNAF fan games.
Yeah, we did a whole damn poll on it. Of course you're going to get questions. Ah!
And Donald dies once more.
Shut up.
Say, Joe, what's the overall scoop on the fan games anyways?
Fan games might be something we visit in the future, but for now, we're just going to stick to the core franchise.
Is there any reason for that?
Most are just as long as a normal FNAF game, and there's almost multiple games in all of them. I wouldn't really want to attempt to make it a series, so most likely I would want shorter fan games.
Damn it, I accidentally hit night 6.
Geez, you're a mess.
Back to fan games, I saw one recently about a game called Flappies or something.
I think they might have been referring to Flumpties. That's a game I would consider, only because we don't have to do multiple recordings on it, and we only have to do one.
Just ask them.
Gee, Don, it's almost like that's what we do.
I don't think I asked for an attitude, Obama.
No, but you asked a stupid question, so you got a stupid answer.
It wasn't even a question. Yeah, I just said something and your loudmouth had to barge in like a tornado siren. I can see your marital companion is starting to run off on you.
Before this blows on to another full fight, let's go into the next question.
Oh, right. Here's a good one. Will you be watching the FNAF movie in theaters?
We'll definitely be watching it, but it's still up in the air if we'll make a video about it.
The movie theater might not allow cameras, and we don't know if it would be subject to copyright, even if it's a phone recording of something. Wow, you are terrible.
This game is rigged.
We've fully devolved, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not playing this anymore. Thank you again for 50K, but I just cannot deal with this rigged game right now.
It's been 5 minutes.
Longer than he normally lasts. Before we even start the video, let's thank everybody for 100,000 subscribers.
Wait, there's a FNAF world?
Thank our fans, Donald.
Okay. Thank you guys for 100,000 subscribers. Truly great, so great.
The support has been insane. We cannot thank you guys enough.
This game has save slots?
Thank you guys again, truly.
So what's on the agenda for this special, Joe?
Well, there's been something I've been working on in the background.
You couldn't have worked on this country?
Keep going, Joe.
I'm excited to announce that we've officially started memberships.
Memberships?
I believe they're sort of like Twitch subs, but for YouTube, right?
What am I even looking at right now?
Yes, but no. By becoming a member, our audience can directly support us while also having exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. Now they won't miss anything with us presidents in it, but they can view other content that we produce.
What else do they have to view? We're the stars of the show.
Yes, but I have an assistant that does most of the work when it comes to production and editing. He'll be running that from now on full time, and I won't have to worry about editing anymore.
Why do I have Foxy now?
You could use the extra sleep, Joe.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Did I just spawn into a wheat field? What is this?
Just stop asking questions, Donald. We will never get through the special at this rate.
Anyways, it's just another way for our supporters to support us. You can do that by clicking the join button down below. Again, we can't thank you enough for the support.
Is that all this special is, to fill our pockets?
No, me and Barack will be operating another Q&A.
You'll be playing the game for background footage, so have fun, Don.
It's like Disney threw up on Final Fantasy, and it just got a whole lot worse.
All right, so the first question is from Gonko1965, and he asks, is there any way we can get Bush on the channel?
I already said no, I'm fine with just us three.
Again, it might be too soon to consider another person, but I actually would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, Joe.
Funny enough, I have something special planned for that. I know it sounds a bit concerning, but just trust me on this.
I just got attacked by Jimmy Neutron Inventions, and you better not even think about having Bush on here.
Joe has pulled through for us before when it comes to these surprises. Let's just see what he's able to do.
Can't wait for a fat, empty Burger King wrapper of nothing from Joe.
Don't you have a game to be playing?
I don't even know what's going on. This is not a horror game, it's just Bloods versus Crips in robot form.
Well, you just got tokens for it, so you're clearly doing something right. Just keep playing on.
Next question.
Unikai Gaming asks, Joe, have you considered Choo Choo Charles?
Choo Choo Charles is a game that we plan to tackle eventually. However, I have a giant list of other games that we have to play on top of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Wait, do we still have to play Poppy Playtime?
Yeah, once it releases in the winter, we'll be putting any other series aside to play it, besides FNAF, of course.
But Choo Choo Charles is still on the agenda, I suppose.
Whatever that game is about. What are we, Thomas the Train?
Context clues, Donald.
Stop with the dumb remarks and just get to the next question.
Dirtman116 asks, when do you think you will do another FNAF lore explanation? I am interested in Obama's and Trump's reaction to it.
The plan is to do another lore explanation after we finish Sister Location. Even though we're at a good point to do it now, I just want to have the entire game finished before we do another lore explanation.
I don't even have any idea what's going on with this game. I haven't even considered how it'll fit in with the whole franchise.
My point exactly. That's why I would prefer to do this as soon as possible. Trust me, it gets more and more confusing as the series goes on.
You don't say.
You got the next question, Joe?
Ethan Wilde asks, so who's keeping the silver play button?
Mine. It's mine. I said it's mine.
And why exactly do you deserve it?
The world's best security guard, the very best, has trudged through this entire channel and is the sole reason why we are this ahead anyways.
Donald, not even joking here. I don't think you've done a single bit of work. I always schedule your posts, and Barack organizes our scheduling to make sure we're free.
Sincerely, I don't know why we invited you sometimes.
Who else were you going to invite, Bernie Sanders? Come on now. We all know how that would go. He'd end up crossing his arms like a soccer mom and talk about taxing the rich.
He has a point.
But does that make him earn the entire play button?
There's already other play buttons in the future. No point in getting upset.
It's not even that Donald has done a tiddlywink of work and wants to keep the play button.
Get over it. I'm the best after all. The very best.
Just move on with another question, Joe.
For the last question, Jared asks, you guys are going to be doing FNAF Security Breach, right?
Is that a fan game or something?
No, it'll be one of the later games that we'll be eventually tackling. In short, yes, we'll be covering the entire franchise. We're about halfway through already, after all. It's only fair.
Are you telling me we still have a whole marathon of these games? And what just happened here?
You knew that we would have a good amount of them to play going into this. Don't act too surprised.
I guess you guys don't have to worry about the channel going anywhere anytime soon.
Not like it was going anywhere regardless. America is better off with us around anyways.
Not like half of us cared about our job anyways.
Again, guys, we cannot thank you enough for the support from all of us here at Presidents Play Horror Games. Thank you for 100,000 subscribers.
On to 200K.
Today's the day.
He's about to go off his rocker, Obama.
Let him. He's been going bananas about this movie like Donkey Kong.
I skipped out on trial because of you guys, and my lawyers are beyond angry. This better be worth it.
Let's stop complaining already and get in the car. It's opening night, so the movie theater is probably going to be swamped.
Joe, are you finally excited that you can watch the movie after its long-awaited arrival?
What do you think, Barack? I'm beyond excited. I haven't felt this happy since I first married Jill.
The fact that you're comparing a horror game movie to literal marriage is beyond me. Also, who's even driving us?
That's my assistant. He'll be escorting us this evening.
Nice to meet you, Joe's assistant.
You're carrying precious cargo, so keep your eyes on the road.
Don't make him crash, Donald.
Well, here's our stop.
Out of the way, Donald!
Why are you so fast for an old man?
Move out of the way, people. We have very important business to tend to.
Are you getting out too, Mr. President?
In a minute. I want to see the hassle around Joe and Donald. Seeing two presidents in person might be weird for some people.
Fair enough. Oh, and they're already in a scuffle.
What's your problem, man?
The only problem I have is this fat ogre yelling at me right now.
Not 5 seconds, and he's already threatening to assault people.
Are you serious? Why does he do this, especially now?
It's your friend. Oh, that's gonna leave a bruise.
Hey, you gotta go, man. You gotta leave.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm the president.
You should be in prison.
It just keeps getting worse.
Are you surprised?
Come on!
Where are we going?
Are they coming back?
Looks like it.
I can't take you out in public for 5 seconds. What is wrong with you, Donald?
Don't blame me. That guy stepped on my foot and I politely shoved him away. It's not my fault he wanted to have problems.
You're fine in public everywhere else, but here, I can't wait for the news to strangle you tonight.
So what's going on?
Didn't you hear? We got kicked out of the lobby because of Donald's stupidity.
I stand by what I did.
So what now?
You know the movie's being streamed, right?
I would have liked to see it premiere at the movie theater if it weren't for somebody.
More importantly, why did those people look like they were from the swamp?
I'm just taking you guys back to the office.
Can you also get a body bag ready?
What does that mean?
Now that tempers have calmed down, I believe there's something in the basement for you, Donald.
This sounds like a setup to me.
Just do it before he gets mad again.
Well, what am I down here for?
Did you hear that?
Don't know, don't care.
Fair enough, I guess. Do you actually plan to arrest him?
Barack, do you want to become like him?
What?
Then keep it quiet.
You scare me sometimes, Joe.
Are you serious? Of all the places to go to for a Christmas cabin, you choose Colorado?
You can't tell me that it's not hilarious.
It's not. They're actively suppressing the people's voice. Colorado is under a communist regime.
Road goes both ways, Don. They deemed you a threat to the Constitution due to your involvement in January 6th.
Semantics!
In all seriousness, it does pose a moral and a constitutional problem. But do you really think I'm worried about that near Christmas?
Typical liberals cheating to win.
Donald, it's the holiday season. We reserved this nice log cabin for some old man time. And especially with the Christmas decor, try to have a little bit of holiday spirit.
Isn't it a bit weird that three old men went to a remote cabin alone? It's 2023. There's no such thing as friends anymore.
You're older than a bucket of mayonnaise, and you got your mind thinking like that. Clean that filth out, Donald. It's Christmas.
Tell that to the AI art developers.
So are we going to just sit here and talk like old men or what?
What else do you want us to do, Joe? We're three old men sitting in a log cabin where our security is surrounding the perimeter. What fun can I have? Unless they left a sniper here and I can dink Rudolph off of his flight path.
I remember when I used to believe in Santa Claus, I would practically pee my pants if I heard the word naughty list.
I do that when someone's cutting prunes.
What do you mean used to believe? He's not the Loch Ness monster, he's real flesh and blood.
Flesh and blood?
Donald, don't tell me that you still believe in Santa.
You sound lactose intolerant, Obama. You can't believe in someone you met. It just means they're a real person.
You're telling me you met Santa Claus?
Absolutely I did. Gave him the firmest handshake he'll ever have, the firmest in the world.
And where exactly did you meet Santa?
During the Home Alone 2 shooting. He was in a big red chair with a bunch of presents around him. It was near the hotel that Macaulay Culkin was staying at.
Sounds like they just hired a standalone Santa actor.
No, he was in disguise. He was wearing a gray button-down shirt with big suspenders, and he had tattered black boots on with an overcoat on his back.
Sounds like they just hired a homeless man.
Is that why he was missing teeth?
No, that's just New York, but that could also be a reason.
So you're telling me that I have a couple of Santa deniers on my hands, is that right?
No, you have a couple of adults on your hands.
If you're telling me Santa isn't real, then who eats all my cookies and milk at night?
I think that's just your midnight snacks, Donald.
Then what about the fat man that belly laughs at every joke and tries to be too funny?
Still you, Don.
Or Peter Griffin.
Then who's going around breaking into everyone's houses and taking food?
Are you doing this to yourself on purpose or something?
I will not be a victim of the anti-Santa propaganda that you are pushing. This conversation is over.
Did you see him take the plate of cookies?
Joe, he took the whole pan.
Pathetic. Those scummy skeptics can't even grasp the simplicity that is the truth of Santa. What Joe Biden is doing to this country is a plague.
Ho, ho, ho.
See, I told them Santa was real.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Santa, come down here so I can prove these liberal losers wrong.
Were you the guy talking about shooting my reindeer?
I mean, yeah, but all they have here is a sawed-off. Wait, what are you doing with that gun?
Say, Joe, this is possibly the best hot cocoa I've ever tasted. And that's saying something.
Well, thank you, Barack. It's a secret family recipe that I recalled during the plane ride here.
Now, if only Don was done being Ebenezer Scrooge, we could have a holly jolly Christmas.
Well, I think he's more like Jacob Marley now.
Why am I sitting on the floor like I'm waiting for show and tell?
We sort of are, in a way.
What?
Donald, the TV is on. We're probably going to be watching something, don't you think?
I'm not the best with context clues.
Not even if it was smack dab in front of you.
Barack is right. Now, we're going to be watching the first video we ever did because it's been 1 year since we started Presidents Play Horror Games.
Are you serious? I've been stuck here a year? And is this confetti?
Biodegradable too, so eat to your heart's content.
Sincerely speaking to our audience, we cannot thank you enough for the overwhelming support we've received.
What a year it's been. It feels like yesterday we just started this.
That's a sign that you're getting old, Obama, very old.
And it's not even yesterday since the last time Donald was a hypocrite.
Don't allow me to kill the buzz. I truly do appreciate the support from all the world as they see the world's best security guard, the very best.
Well, without further ado, let's just jump right into it.
Wait, what are we even doing?
Are you telling me that you've never seen DVD extras where the producers talk over an episode of a show? And that's what we're going to be doing here.
Sounds like a waste of time just to grease our audience.
Donald, you were the one that wanted to post 15 separate montages when we didn't need to.
And we got our own office because of it.
Just start the video, Joe.
Five Nights at Freddy's, my favorite horror game series.
Joe, you would like a video game about kids getting put into uncomfortable places.
Why do you sound like that at the start, Donald?
Listen, I came in off of a very bad cold, and it took a couple of coughs until my voice got back to normal.
Yeah, but why did you replace it in the 14-hour montage?
Because I was getting sick and tired of people in the comments talking about the 10 seconds of a weird voice that I had.
So you just dubbed over it?
As best as I could. Did it one day while you were going to get us lunch. I forget where Obama was, but I bet he was probably fist deep in fried manure with his wife.
Wouldn't put it past her.
Best office there is.
That's not the point, Don. We don't have guards in this game.
I'm just saying nobody would be able to lay a finger on me because we have the best protection agency.
Did JFK tell you that one before or after he got shot?
Is it just me, or was that insane of you to say?
I was just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, but then talking about a dead president like that, old Joe had zero respect. Sort of like now, but less concealed.
Pot calling the kettle black there.
Why the hell is it looking at me like that?
Maybe it wants a piece of you, Don.
Well, I'm not surprised. All the ladies want some of the Don.
Donald, you are almost in your 80s, and you were talking about how some dead robots were trying to use your leg like a cat tree.
How come in a year's time I've stayed the world's best security guard while you've become the world's biggest hater? Stick to the islands, Coconut Boy.
How come in a year's time I still feel like Malcolm in the Middle?
Is what I would say if I was a better person, you dusty fossil of a pervert.
Either make love already or stop arguing. I'm trying to play the game. Look at how shrewd I was back then. It's like I had this psychic ability that was warning me about the massive onslaught of brain cells that would occur once I stuck to this career path.
No one was contracting you. Typical Democrat delusion. Do I have to start bringing back the political slander again?
To a degree, I was the one that influenced him. After all, do you really think he would agree to an idea like this, dealing with you?
Personally, I'd be honored if Donald Trump were to bless me with his presence.
That's a funny way to say hold at gunpoint.
I was talking to my good friend Barack. Please do not interrupt.
You know what? Fine. You guys figure it out.
Donald, what the hell, dude?
What?
Barack, when did you ever say dude?
I had a brief period of time that I said that. I think my daughter's lingo was catching on to my vocabulary, but I quit saying that a while ago.
Good thing you dropped it because it made you sound like your daughter's age.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Friendly fire will not be
Who
tolerated.
the hell is humming?
Oh, that's Foxy. He'll come out in night 2.
Nerd. Got him! You're a nerd.
Shut it, Don. I can see Donald's maturity level still has yet to change. But I doubt a year would make that big of a difference.
Nerd! Seriously, are none You're a nerd.
Your voice was all messed up there. That didn't even sound like you.
I can try again for a better shot at accuracy.
Please refrain. Attending a Trump rally.
Looks like a Democrat when you ask them what their Lord and Savior Barack Obama did in the Middle East.
Damn.
Too far, Donald.
Oh, but when Biden joked about JFK, that was just quite fine and dandy. I need to go back to my old roots. You guys didn't know how to handle me back then.
A part of me regretted even bringing you around. It felt like you were dragging everything down with how combative you were.
We kind of knew what we were getting into, so it's not like I can say I was surprised. All worked out in the end, I guess.
Exactly. Look at how I'm entertaining the masses with my riveting gameplay and clever commentary. Why, I was born to be the world's best security guard from the start.
Ironically, even though that's your title, I think you've died the most times in a game than either me or Barack combined.
And since it's the 1-year anniversary, I guess we're bringing back liberal lies too, is that right?
I just heard you on the TV and you right here scream at the exact same time. And I don't think my eardrums will ever recover.
I don't care. We need to stay in here and stay safe. No opening the doors.
If we do that, we'll run out of power.
Does it look like I care? Where on my face does it look like I care? I was talking the truth like the tide of a terrible towel.
And even after a year, Donald still has yet to stop with his alliteration
That's why
nonsense.
you never got reelected for a third term. You doubt the capabilities of your opponent. Face it, Obama, I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better.
Barack?
What, Joe?
Just let it happen. Like going bankrupt. He's going to have to learn the hard way.
So be it.
Did I win?
Wow. It really has been a year, hasn't it?
Time flies when you're having fun. I wonder if we'll be doing this by next year. Being skinny.
Joe, how do you sink into new depths of being a creep every time you talk?
No way.
And my first of many victories happened here. What a great way to start a massive journey.
This is where the ego sprouted into something truly terrible.
Yeah, but without it, he just wouldn't be Donald Trump. Is what makes him him.
And don't you forget it. Yeah, that's going to be for another video. Wait, that's how our first video ended? Who thought that was a good idea?
Cut me some slack. I was still new to the whole thing.
It's not like Donald to be understanding.
Well, if we haven't said so again, thank you for 1 year of the President's Play Horror Games channel. Now it's time for the world's best security guard to clutch up once again.
Someone grab the fire extinguisher.
And that was it. I'm sorry. I genuinely cannot tell you guys how much the President's Play Horror Games channel means to me. It means a lot to me. It just means a lot, man. It means a lot to me. It's one of the best channels I've ever seen in my entirety of YouTube. It's also the reason that I got into YouTube, actually, to try and be like him. He's such a good YouTuber. I hope he sees at least some of this video and goes to the end. And he just means so much to me, man, the channel. Bye.